Welcome to Albion War Reports, your source of live battle coverage featuring the top guilds and alliances of Albion Online. Today is the 11th of September, 2020. I am your host, the Shozen One. I am joined by Robinhoodrs and Bogul. We are currently watching Syndic and CIR take on everything of the GMLS Alliance. They quickly came into this outpost and pushed them out like it was nothing. Not everything, but nothing. Robin, what are we watching right now?
Ooh, yeah, like you said, CIR literally just walked in, and the amount of heals they are outputting just stopped any damage coming out from everything. You just see CIR once again just walking over the top. Another big Galaclap comes in, wiping away the health bars of everything. Everything in a full retreat at the moment, but it's not their territory to the southwest. It is indeed CIR's. And look at this, another Camman coming in with a nice clump here. The follow-up melee damage coming in. You see the Halberd launched himself in there. The boys of everything just getting wiped off the map. No actual front line. And you're seeing a lot of those new arcanes being placed down, actually. Inside the outpost in that small area, I've seen about 5 of them drop from CIR. And literally the boys from everything just couldn't move. And their health bars were just demolished. It was pretty insane. I think CIR has been playing around with a new meta, and so far it seems to be working pretty well. We do see another blob just joining in on the territory. I'm not sure who that's going to be. Today's action, we did get word that some boys aren't massing today, so we're not expecting the cluster queue madness that we've been having for like the last week or so. Looks like CR is going to mount up. Shozen, who's on the eastern side? Do we know? That's a no. We've lost Shozen. Maybe Corroja Wolves are on the eastern side. I see some Last Warn coming in on my screen. Looks like they're just going to bounce. Yeah,
it's last Warn.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was on the phone with the elementary school. And we also have FB1 and Rollback, but not nearly enough to actually compete with any of the other groups that are in the zone at the moment.
Yeah, it looks like CIR is definitely the dominant force in this zone right now. See the blobs splitting off towards each doorway. And I think CIR is just going to take this outpost right now. The Lord should be up. There it is. Yeah, free outpost, you know? You don't even have to work for it. You just walk in, walk over the top of your enemy, get some free loot bags, and get yourself some season points. Easy things for CIR. Looks like Last Warn are going to be walking in over the top. Protection Bubble is going to let them do that. There is a blob directly to the west, which is about the same size as CIR. Syndic pulling his men all the way east because Last Warn are gaining a bubble just to the southwest as well. Syndic's going to be pulling all the way east and then directly down the wall, I believe, trying to get that vision advantage on top of the Zerg. No confirmation who it is just yet. Another blob zoning in on the northeast gate as well. Could be the content we've been looking for. The IR's dismounting. It's going to be Corroja Wolves. They got all the battle mounts here, apart from a mammoth. Looks like CIR is trying to pick off anyone they can with the first engagement here. It looks like they're going to get a couple victims. Night for Goroda. Oof. CIR not overextending now. They are just going to be sticking to 1 or 2 kills. Not overextending their Zerg placement because Corroja Wolves are dismounted. They're ready to rumble now. Looks like we're going to see the first engagements coming in. Syndic just backing off a little bit. Some of his front line getting engaged on. So Scythe comes out into the front line. Nice clump followed up by the Permafrost. It's going to be a nice engagement. And once again, we see that combo of pretty much insta-deletion by CIR. This new Zerg comp that they're playing with is truly damaging. And now we see another Zerg coming in on the eastern side.
Nicely done. The Lions are coming in over here.
Yeah, the Genesis has arrived. Hitting the eastern side of CIR. CIR focusing now directly onto the Genesis. Let's see some damage coming out. Syndic's just missing his Soul Scythe engagement. Protection Bubble from the Arcane coming out as they advance forward. Syndic still keeping that vision.
Rise has joined the fight underneath them too, and Rise is a member of the same coalition as the Lions, so this is going to be interesting. This is all one group here.
Yep, and another wave of are zoning in from the gate as well. You see them with the protection bubble coming in. I'm looking at the minimap. CIR is probably going to be in a lot of trouble here. They have no choke points, but look at this engagement. It's perfect. It's going to be a massive deletion on the southwest side. The last
perfect DPS follow-up on that one. They just deleted those 5 guys. They were just brutalized.
Those guys just got wiped.
Abloff, guy, he's
going to get messy though. Big engagement coming in on the southeast side. CIR getting clubbed heavily. They're going to lose a couple members here, but now we're going to see the return engagement directly down to the southeast side on the road. Nice defensive wind wall coming out. It's going to knock back some of the engagement. Defensive locust coming out for the front line of CIR. It's going to be a double bubble. Looks like the French are pulling up to the northeast across the bridge. Syndic's in a good spot. Heals coming down as the front line advance. A nice defensive suicide coming out onto the front line of CIR. Resets back down. The boys are looking healthy in CIR at the moment. They're holding their grounds, and looks like the next wave is going to be coming in probably from the northeast side. Syndic's still positioning himself. You see him slowly edging around the southern sides of the map each time, and that's just to keep the vision advantage. And for the pouncing engagements, there it goes. Another great engagement onto the Lions. This time the Genesis taking a beating. And look at all those arcanes coming down on the eastern side of the map. Going to be a very juicy combo for CIR's Zerg at the moment. Protection bubble
really
beam
nice
coming
job
back
with that
out.
Engagement. The last 2 have been very, very successful by these guys.
Yeah, I'm going to do a little bit more digging after this fight is done, and I'm going to look at the Zerg comp fire, the handhold report website. But another great engagement now. Looks like the boys of the French are down. But look at this, another wave of name tags coming over the northeastern side, or northwestern side, so I'd say.
You'll get it. Oh, here comes Sloth as well. Ooh, and I'm getting information that we might see these guys joining up with Surf versus BA in a bit as well. So we might have all sorts of content today. We were a little worried when we heard so many people weren't showing up, but I even see Arch out there today, and we were told they weren't coming.
Yeah, it's not a full mass by Arch. It's a little bit. Nice interrupt there onto the Beetle. It's not going to stop the engagement by CIR, and CIR sweeping in onto the Lions Alliance to the northeast. I love that play. Canceling that Beetle's silence. That was a great play, but the return damage onto the front line is going to be heavy. The new Avalonian bow dropping its DPS that it's known for onto the front line of CIR. CIR not stopping their advance, though.
No, they just went right through that DPS. They said, if you're going to stick around and try to kill 2 of our guys, we'll kill 17 of yours.
Yeah, but look at the minimap. Another massive blob just joined in on the southwest side. I think that's why CIR aren't giving up this push. If they stop pushing now, they're going to get collapsed in on. They're going to be the meat of the sandwich. They're going to have to break through on this northeast side and try and break away from the Zerg and reposition themselves. They don't have vision advantage at the moment, and Lions are just getting walked over. Massive Grovekeeper engagement, defensive locust coming down. There was 0 follow-up by the French engagement, though. That could have been perfect deletion.
And CIR is now turning because they noticed that they have more Sloth behind them, and it's a Spider Gang all the way, as well as Last Warn. Last Warn is currently engaged with Kuroja Wolves. That's going to really help out CIR here. They're going to have a good bit of luck on that one.
Yeah, and this group of the French of the FBI just got caught off guard combat looting. Going to be a return Camland, though, on the western side of Syndic. It's not going to cause enough pain for anyone to turn around, but it's just, look at this damage, just getting walked over. The FBI boys, they're getting raided.
They're getting wrecked. This is brutal. This is why you need the better spec guys. You need to go do some fame farming, I think.
Yeah, or a little bit more coordination and not combat loot. Who knows? Looks like CIR have broken free. They do claim the northeast side of the map to themselves now. They're going to reposition. They're going to look to what they can engage on next as they make their way back towards the major blob to the southwest.
There's so many people in the back of this fight just looting. We've got like 30 people who are walking around just examining what's left to loot.
Juicy.
Yeah. People from all the sides.
Who's fighting all the way on the southwest?
Cordial Wolves, and I believe it's still armor?
It's a wipe over there. Corroja Wolves wiping whoever that was.
Last Warn.
Okay. So CIR, they're going to be re-engaging. They're probably going to try and get this beetle here from the Lions. It looks like, look at the health bar just get deleted on that. CIR's found something that puts out a lot of damage in their Zerg comp. And it's night-night for that beetle. They are here, and I believe they're fighting wild in the tunnel. We've missed a bit of action here, judging by the bodies that currently Mojo and Blue Army are walking over.
A few dead bodies. It's unfortunate when all the action happens at once, but it looks like Rez went from the fire over with CIR into the frying pan over here. Oof.
Yeah, a little bomb squad coming in to try and do something, but it was a nice stoppage there with the Soul Swipe knockup, and they're going to get deleted. Nice blazing placement on top of the camland. The Army's going to carry on marching down. I don't know if Rez have enough people to fight here. I don't know. I just jumped in. I saw a lot of death, so I haven't actually checked. Okay, there's a massive wave of Surf and Wild to the northwest side of Mojo. I guess that's why they're all mounting up and going around. But then again, Mojo would have been fine fighting on that northwest side. But we're going to see Mojo flank all the way around and probably hit the backside where the Cloffies are going to be standing. They're not blobbed. That's one thing that Wild or Surf isn't going to see. Unless these people combat looting in the back call this out, Surf are going to have a couple seconds to react to this massive blob of Blue Army coming in on their backside. Actually, I think maybe Armor and Wild are together, and Blue Army's only fighting Surf, because I don't know why Wild didn't engage, or Mojo didn't engage.
Well, Wild is Wild coming in now?
Oh, they're coming in.
Wild is engaging right now into the very back line of BA. That was a nice soul sight. Not a lot of follow-up. Here it finally shows up. A little late, but effective. And I think Wild is going to lose just as much as they put into it.
Yeah, just the front line. And look at this permafrost engagement. But at the exact same time, the wave of Surf come crashing over the bridge onto the front line of Blue Army. And that Avalonian bow, followed up by the Brimstone combo, another Galaclap coming in, is followed up by, oh my god, another
Camland. That choke. Like, they got to turn on this choke and actually get some return damage on this, because that choke is dangerous, and Surf is clumped up on it. They got to get their own Camland, and the follow-up, here it is, and it's a deletion of 8 dudes. Wow. Somebody should wrap that up. That's rough. You're going to need to put some ice on it. And here comes Wild for another engagement. But Izak, with a nice stop of that full engagement alone, makes these guys all clumped up. If anybody comes in with a Camland and wipes that up, it would be brutal. But the Camland goes the other way, and BA is getting hammered once again. They're going to lose some Freemen.
It looks like they're actually able to stabilize the defensive locusts coming out for the front line. Izak making out by the skin of his teeth. But as Wild back up, you see the wave of Surf coming in, crashing again. Looks like Wild and Surf are playing off each other's cooldowns at the moment. So Blue Army is going to have a hell of a time fighting 2 different sets of cooldowns in such a tiny choke. And while they're stabilizing, they have to bait one Zerg through. And I got a feeling Wild are probably going to take it. Surf know a little bit more when it comes to ZVZs. And look at this, Wild slowly edging in. The bait is done. The Camland comes in. Going to be insane deletions. The bomb squad's coming in across the bridge for the Freeman as well. Wild getting sent back to the hideout. And now we see Surf looking for their next engagement. A lot of the front line of Wild are actually getting left just to slowly pick off. And here comes Wild finally coming in. But the tank's actually stopping that engagement on the bridge. Some defensive plays here by the Blue Army tanks. The Arcane Protection bubble coming out, absorbing a lot of the damage here. Blue Army now focusing directly to the northeast. The bomb squad, the Black Army bomb squad, doing work on the retreating force of Wild. The Cam9 comes in, the Permafrost lands. Blue Army are looking to delete this group of Wild. Mojo overextending. He is staked heavily at the moment. I'm looking at the Zerg itself, and they are spread all the way back there. Wild getting pushed all the way back to the southeast side, and now Mojo's looking for the turn onto the backside of Tidal. Going to be a bad positioning here.
Tidal's getting hit on the other side as well. That's Blue Army as well. On the other side, wrapping around, they have flanked them to the far west, and they are coming up on the other side of Surf. So Blue Army has already wiped out Surf.
Yep, and we also saw a group of Rez there getting
Rez
caught
is getting
in the crossfire.
Yeah, Rez is done. Rez isn't able to make it across the bridge. This was an interesting move by Mojo. I bet you he's got a number of callers with him today and able to split the forces. Well done.
Yeah, but looks like they're going to be looking for some battle mount picks here as well. That Beetle getting locked down just on the western side of the screen. I doubt that they're going to be able to take down this Command Mammoth, though. It did just put itself in combat. They can put some damage out onto this Command Mammoth if they really wanted to. They don't have any ballistas in play. They can still delete this Beetle. It's on 1 bar. It just got dismounted. He can't zone through at the moment. Both battle mounts can't zone through. Half HP on the Command Mammoth itself. That's going to be the juicy target. The actual Beetle goes down. Command Mammoth zones through. I doubt Blue Army are going to go faux chase for this. I could be wrong. It was half HP.
Do they have a ballista? I didn't see one.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure they could run it down, though. I'm looking at the hideout. It's only 1789 alliance in this zone for a hideout. Looks like the chase is on. They do have the battle mount tagged already. 2 bars left on the health bar.
Yeah. That guy's going to fall unless he has a secret up his sleeve. He's almost down to 1 bar now. This is going quick.
Yep, it's going to be a free battle mount here.
Yep, somebody's going to get one. Let's go ahead and see who loots this sucker.
That's why when your Zord gets wiped, you don't put yourself in combat. Did it trash? I
don't see one. Hodor.
What was that Roger's doing? It was Jamaica.
Huh?
Look at King Mojo.
Oh, he's engaged with Deuce Vault. 1789 alliance.
Okay, here we go. I'm on top of it.
Like the Frenchies are getting pushed back.
Very unorganized play from the Frenchies right now. That does not look like a front line.
No, a little
here
bit
it comes,
of
though.
nurturing.
They tried to come in. Throx gets a nice Grove Keeper in there. The Camlin is a little late. Makes the follow-up a little weak. They might get one. Nope, they're not going to get anybody. They tried. They tried hard.
Yeah, looks like the French are heavily split here. They're going to get deleted. Look at that Avalonian crossbow coming out, I believe it was, by Pekong onto the boys of Deuce Vault. Deer Mortis also on the field here. Look at that tiny choke point. That's going to be an engagement if I've ever seen one for Blue Army. But the knockbacks from the Soul Scythe was down and quick. Now the Frenchies are coming in fast. Great engagement onto the front line. Mojo wasn't stopping his advance, though. Protection bubbles coming out for both sides. Nice Brimstone onto the choke point. The Frenchies are in trouble, but they do get a Locust down, saving quite a few members of their Zerg as they retreat to the southwest. Blue Army not stopping their advance here. The inertia rings are down, though, slowing down the movement just a little bit. And as the French come around that choke point, Cam9 comes out. It's going to be a nice engagement, followed up by the Grove Keeper.
Not enough DPS, though.
Nope. Defensive Locust was up,
I was going to say, BA's got to be careful here. They are completely surrounded and not very clumped. Like, well, not in a good line here, not with a good front line. And they did get their front line clumped up and pounded on, down to half health. Doesn't look like there was enough to follow up and kill anybody. But that's what you have to be worried about right now if you're BA, because you are, you know, snaking pretty hard at this point.
Yeah, they did get saved by that one player with the Enigma staff, using that arcane protection bubble, pretty much on the it moved to the whole entire clump. Luckily for them, absorbing a lot of that DPS output. That's like 1789 Alliance are in full retreat, just getting picked off. No big returns coming in onto Blue Army. Inertia rings, though, they're really well placed for the retreating force of the French. I don't know where that Jamaica Alliance, like who they're with or who they are. I'm not sure. I've never seen them before.
I've been to Jamaica. Good place.
But they were fully involved here.
Lots of death in the backside of this still. There is a lot of cleanup being done by Blue Army Freeman.
They're going to go directly to the hideout. This is going to be a very messy fight here. The charge. It's coming.
They're coming a long way here. This was a long run for this fight. Yep. Come on, guys. You got this.
Like, they're just trying to find some angle to take the fight here.
Well, they better hurry up.
Well, don't get caught off guard. All it takes is one cam land and she
you've gotta get off those mounts. Don't run into the zone that you're trying to get to, you know. Oh, boy. This is time. This is time. Get off the mounts. Find an angle of attack and go in, because it's quickly running down.
This is the angle that they want.
Yep.
They've met up with Last Warn. Also, this area of the map is very choke heavy, which is nice for them. They're going to probably flank all the way around the top of the hideout and let Last Warn hold that little tiny hilltop choke. And here we go. Echo Silence is dismounting right on top of everybody with the hammers. Defensive Locust comes out instantly, but it's not going to stop anything because everyone was on cooldown. Arch just has a behemoth AFK, just chilling.
Yep, just chilling. Well,
here comes
the last time
damage.
he was playing, there was nobody in the zone.
Yep,
fine.
The return damage, though, by Arch is going to be hitting the front line of Echo Silence pretty hard. Nice Gata Clap coming out by Awful Company. It's like Echo Silence instantly on the back foot here. The Halberds just chomping away defensive or offensive Wind Wall coming out by an Awful Company member. Soulscythe coming out, trying to stop this engagement here. The Gala Claps, he's stacking. Nice placement there by Ear Machina with the Siege Bow. Looks like the boys in GMLS weren't expecting that return damage by Arch so quick and fast. It's like they're on the back foot already. Watch out for those weepings. They're going to hurt. I reckon Echo Silence are going to get fully wiped here. It looks like the boys in Arch have this handled. Echo Silence, no defensive inertia rings. Finally, one coming down, but it's a bad placement. Arch already pulling back to their objective point.
And EOS trying to regain control of this this fight here, reestablishing a wall and moving their way back to the objective. I mean, they're going to at least keep Arch coming off the objective for the next 5 minutes. If they can do that, they win.
Yep, and it's going to be so much pressure on the shot callers for this, because Arch have multiple guilds and multiple shot callers, I believe. They're just going to be coming in from every direction thick and fast. And now we're going to see Echo Silence finally making their way back to the objective. Just going to maybe hit and run the hideout. Find anyone that's engaged. It's going to be a nice engagement. Perfect Gala Clap by Chill Time on the boys getting caught off guard. Great engagement, but as soon as that engagement came down, the return damage is going to be hard on pretty much all of EOS. The Gala Clap came in as a return damage. Echo Silence once again on the back foot, moving themselves northeast here. But the wild players of Arch just, they don't care about callers calling cooldown timers and stuff. They're just going to be out there throwing damage out, trying to push this force of Echo Silence back. 5 minutes remaining on the hideout attack. Echo Silence hanging on for dear life. They've got a nice little juicy spot here, actually. I like this.
Some good chokes. Yeah, they can defend this if they can defend the other side of the hill.
But sadly, you look at this and you see so many tanks already in the retreating side. They're not helping the backline pull back and retreat, and it's going to cost them dearly. They are just going to get fully wrapped here. The camline comes out. The Gala Clap followed up. Big burst damage there by Arch. And now you see the Avalonian Bow coming in. It's going to be a deadly one. It's all she wrote here, I think, for Aqua Silence and the boys in GMLS. Its pull-up is getting annihilated. He's going to get targeted. Maybe make it out alive. I don't know. I don't know. That's a lot of red name tags.
I don't know about getting out alive. Wow. Yeah, where is he just going for it? What's he doing?
Yeah, he was just going to try and maybe get one more soul scythe onto the hammering.
It's not going to happen, though.
Nope. It's an okay attempt.
He tried. I'm proud of him.
Yep, 19% left on the hideout. 3 minutes remaining. It's going to be a first shield taken down here on Echo Silence's main hideout in Westwood Thicket today.
Well, what is Arch doing? Do they see something that we don't? They're all moving to the south.
I think they're just keeping an eye out for any
GMLS.
remaining...
Everything is coming in.
Where to?
They're going right towards the hideout. Palm Carnivore. Holy Buddy.
Holy Buddy.
Holy Buddy's easy to spell because he spells it correctly.
It's with one B.
Yeah, yeah, 1B. 1D, too.
Yeah.
I guess it's not spelled correctly.
No.
My bad. At least I found a guy.
I got your Bogul. It's fine. But look at this choke point. This is where the Arcane comes into its own, protecting the whole entire front line here of everything with that engagement. But they are getting wrapped from all sides. The melee damage coming out. It lasted for about 2 minutes. Holy buddy.
They got just shreked.
Yep.
Holy cow. There's more everything on the right side of this crevasse here, but they are just getting eaten as well. Everybody is dying here. Arch really making a name for itself here as a fairly competent ZVZ force at the moment. This is a full week of Arch doing work.
Yeah, I think they're really starting to understand, like, having more than one shot caller, organizing the Zerg so they're hitting flanks and not just steamrolling as one massive force into the enemy Zerg, you know? You've really seen the coordination come out for Arch lately over the last couple days, and it's really paying off for them in ZVZs at the moment. It's good to see. If you want to catch any of the ZVZ action that you've missed over the weeks and months and just want to enjoy some content, I upload all the ZVZ shows onto the Albion YouTube channel. youtube.com/AlbionTV is the channel you want to head to. We have the ZVZ shows, the daily shows, the Crystal League coverage, Invasion Day, and any random interviews in between. And I think that's all she wrote. And a shout out to all the people that whispered me that saying there's content during today's show. Greatly appreciated. I don't want to butcher your name because I'm not going to be able to say it correctly. But you know who you are. Thank you very much. And good night.